What season of your life stretched your strength the most, and what sustained you through it?
Thank you very much. I think it was when I was raising my children, and at the same time, uh, I was a pastor's wife, supporting my husband's ministry, and I had a very, very intense career. At that time, we were uh, supplying food 24 hours to a multinational, and it was very, very busy for me. It got to a stage I was like, I couldn't even find myself, because as you are finishing one, you are getting into another one, and everything was coming at me all at the same time. With 4 children at that time, 4 young children, my two older ones were in their, can I say, preteen stage, or they were about getting, yeah, preteen, and the younger ones were very little, and it was really chaotic for me. I wouldn't even lie. I remember there was a day my children were to go to school. My husband was not around then, and the only vehicle available was the big truck. So I just put those 2 little ones. They were going to lie for them. I said, you know what, driver, eba mi jawo. I put them in the truck, and they were crying because they felt their mates were going to laugh at them. And a friend of mine met them at the junction and said she actually took them in her car to drop them. I said, but Ade, what exactly are you trying to do? I said, they have to go to school. They can't go on bike. This is what is available. So you can imagine at that time. And the major thing that sustained me, I believe, was one, a devotional lifestyle. God. Because one day I was praying, and of course, the second thing was my husband. He was very supportive. One day I was praying, and usually in my time of prayer, you kind of reflect. And I just saw everything play out before me, that if you continue this way, you may lose friendship with these children. Because by that time, I became cranky. If the children came to me, their mommy, before you even say the mommy, I'm almost shouting. Because it's like, what? Can't you say I'm doing something? Can't you? And that's why we all have to tell ourselves the truth, and have times that we reflect, that we retreat, especially in God's presence. So one day I was in that state, and I was like, after reflecting that, these children, I'm not even, it's like I'm losing it. I'm not close to them. I mean, I'm in a world of my own, and I'm just trying to achieve and accomplish so much. So I shared with my husband, I said, these children will soon get to the university, and once they are in the university, that will be the end. They've gone. He said, no, they will be around. Then I sat and I prayed about it, and I had to give up that contract. It was a big one. I was earning so much. But today, with the benefit of hindsight, I discovered that it's better you prioritize your life as a woman at various stages. Like I said, the life of a man does not consist in the abundance of things he has. It's not just about money. Today, I'm an empty nester, and I can fly the world. I can do a lot of things. I can start that contract again and say, you know what, I now want to take up like 4 or 5 companies, and I'll be supplying meals and all of that. But my children would not wait at that time. If I'd lost touch with them, we won't be friends. I'm very, very close to my children, and I appreciate that kind of relationship. It wouldn't have happened if I'd let go at that time. So I tell women that we juggle different balls in life. There is glass ball. If it falls, that one will break. There is rubber ball, your career, some other things. There are things you can pick up later. And we may have to sacrifice. We still had this conversation in the UK some weeks ago with a woman. There are just stages in your life that you may have to compromise and sacrifice some things for the other, so that you will not lose out later on issues that are very crucial and vital. So that was a stage in my life that I was stressed.
Can
Thank
I
you.